Welcome back, boobs. Part 2. I planned this to only be one video, but I've been rambling for so long, I'm gonna put it into 2. So this is part 2 of things that shocked me about the States. Again, this is just the one state we went to. This is all based on California and all based on the small town that we went to. So things will vary a lot per state, but this is just what we went to. I've already done part 1, obviously, and this is part 2, so enjoy. Chuck E. Cheese is terrifying. Chuck E. Cheese is an amazing restaurant that I think would do so well here. I can't think of anything we have like this. We have a lot of indoor play areas where you can get food, but Chuck E. Cheese to you UK people is like an arcade and a restaurant. So you go in and you get, oh, I don't have it. You get like a bank card, and it has tokens on it, and it comes on a little bracelet. You just keep it around your ears, and you just scan the games machines, and it takes the points off your card, and you can just play as many games as you want, as long as you've got points on your little card. There was like basketball games, there was like 2p machine games, which really confused me because everything was on the card, and I'm not sure how you do it, because there was slots for like 2 cents to, I don't know, 10 cents, I don't know. There was grabber machines. It was just like a lovely little arcade, and they sold pizza and beer, and the pizza was so good. I was so scared because Shane Dawson did his Chuck E. Cheese vlog, and this is actually when I started watching Shane Dawson, and then it wasn't long after this I stopped watching Shane Dawson. But he did the Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy, didn't he, where the pizza slices didn't line up. And I don't know, but judging from the Chuck E. Cheese we went to, like, that's bull. Because I used to work in a restaurant, and literally pizza costs bugger all to make, and it's so much easier to just roll out a piece of dough and make a pizza rather than take cold slices off other plates and put them. Plus they give you takeaway boxes. Who is not going to take their pizza home with them? But yeah, Chuck E. Cheese was terrifying. There was an animatronic Chucky, I guess, of the big mouse on the stage, and I didn't see it, but Violet was adamant that this Chucky kept turning its head to look at her, and every time I looked at it, it was facing forward, but she was adamant that it kept going. And my niece said it too, and I think Ben's sister said it as well. But every time I turned around, it was looking forward, and I stared at it for ages, and I did not catch it going. But yeah, so Chuck E. Cheese was terrifying, but the pizza was really, really, really good, and I love that they had little games for kids to play, because that was really, really nice. Expensive, but nice. Let's talk about adopting highways. I spoke about this in one of my vlogs, and I have been educated on it, and I know a little bit more about it now. So when you drive down highways in where we were staying, there were massive signs saying, adopt this highway, and then there's me like, why? There's so many children that need adopting because you have banned abortions. Can't adopt a child, adopt a highway. I have since found out it's because people adopt these literally it's called adopt a highway. You adopt a highway and you keep it clean. The highways admittedly were very clean, and according to you guys, a lot of schools do it and a lot of communities do it, and it's great. The roads were very, very clean. Ben told me that apparently the KKK adopted a highway, and one of you guys told me that apparently it was renamed. I don't know what happened, but they were not allowed to adopt this highway anymore, and it was renamed after Rosa Parks. I was like, you KKK, uno reverso. I love that. It's just odd. Again, it's beautiful that they can do that and people pay and they keep the roads clean, because the roads were very, very clean. But it's just odd that it's called take care of a highway. Like, there's kids that need taking care of. Do that first. But I don't know. It was just an odd thing to me, because we have little van driver things that go, little road sweepers that go around and clean the roads for us with the little sweepers. Yeah, I guess you guys don't have that. They also get their bins emptied weekly. So we are fortnightly here. We're in the town that I live is fortnightly, and the bins always overflow. Where Sam was staying, it's weekly, and they have to pay for it as well. So we don't pay. Well, we kind of do pay for it. It goes with our council tax, but she pays every month to have her bins emptied, and it was a lot of money. Let's talk biscuits. Biscuits can kill you. Now, biscuits are very different things here. A biscuit here is a hard biscuit that go, you know, you have it with a cup of tea. It's really hard to explain. Whereas a biscuit in what we call biscuits, Americans call cookies. What we call cookies, they also call cookies. What they call biscuits, we don't really have an equivalent of it. It's a cross between a scone and a dumpling. So it's like a savoury scone, but soft. It's so hard to explain, but they were really good. And they come in a pressurised can, and they can kill you. Here's a video of Ben trying to open the can. Freaking winded him! You have to peel the top off, kind of like a tin where you pull the ring pull and you pull it. So you unravel it, and as soon as the air hits it, they expand, and yeah, they freaking winded Ben. They're dangerous, but they are so good. I'm so upset we don't have an equivalent here because that was delicious. Let's go back to Hot Topic. Your staff, oh my god, I don't want to sound like a dick because I met so many of you guys in and around Hot Topics. This is nobody that I spoke to. So if you came up to me and you said, oh, I'm a fan, this is not about you. But Hot Topic staff are like leeches. So we only went to 2. The first Hot Topic we went to was, I'm not going to say the location, but you can watch my vlog to see it. There was one girl who worked in there, and this is the exact reason I never go in Lush. So Lush is like a shampoo bath bomb store here in the UK, and it's amazing. I think you have it in America, and it's a great store. I love it. But as soon as you walk in, hi, my name's Esmeralda. Would you like to smell this bath bomb? No? How about this one? How about this one? Oh my god, shove this up your nose, it'll stop your constipation. This stops diarrhea. And they really leech onto you, and I hate it. I just want to be left alone. I want to shop in my own space. I want to be left alone. So when we walked into Hot Topic, I did not know they did the same thing. The second Hot Topic we went to, the worker was really nice and chill. They didn't leech onto me. I picked up something and they were like, oh my god, I have the same trousers. And she had them on and she went, I have the same trousers, I have them on. They are so comfortable. And because of that, it was really natural. I bought the trousers. So yes, Hot Topic haul coming soon. And then when I was paying, the staff member was like, oh, I love your YouTube. I never thought I'd meet you. I was like, wow. Of all places, Hot Topic is where I meet you. But the first one, I got to change the person's name because I don't want to embarrass them. So we will call them Sophie. As soon as we walked in, I've since found out they're paid commission, and that's why this makes so much sense. But my god, you are annoying. We walked in. Hi, my name is Sophie. Check out the bags we have this side. We have makeup over here. We have, I don't know if they're makeup. We have accessories at the back and t-shirts over here. My name is Sophie if you need anything. And then I'm looking around. I went kind of started at the front, worked my way around the shop. I was looking at absolutely everything. I got about a quarter of the way through the shop. Hi, my name is Sophie. Can I help you with anything today? No? That's great. But if you need anything, my name is Sophie. Thank you. Okay, carry on. I actually needed a skirt from the top of the rail, but I was so scared to ask Sophie because I thought I was going to get her life story. But I got round to the rail where everything was $1, and I can see the sign where it says $1. Hi, my name is Sophie. Everything on this rail is just $1. Buy something, get this for $1. That skirt in your hand, if you buy this skirt, this blah, this is $1. My name is Sophie if you need anything. And literally, we were in this shop for about 15-20 minutes, and she must have come over about 8 times. We got to the till, and the person was like, did anyone help you today? And I was so angry. Like, not angry, I was just so petty, British petty, that I wanted to go, no one helped me. But we did. We were like, yes, Sophie helped us. But we left the shop, and me and my niece just kept going. Hi, my name is Sophie. Can I help you with anything? Oh, my niece, Kiki, my shoelace is undone. My name is Sophie. Can you tie it up for me? My name is Sophie. And it was so annoying. Whereas the second Hot Topic we went to, like I said, the staff was so chill about it. We literally walked in, she said her name, and left us alone. And then when I was looking at something, she's like, do you need any help with that? didn't tell us her name again. And I actually got to the till, I could not remember her name, but the lady serving us was like, did anyone help you today? And I said, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't remember her name, but it was that person right there, and that was it. And it was so much nicer. And don't leech on people, because next time I won't tell you the name of the person who helped me. But I understand if it's commission based, which puts me off Hot Topic because I don't like jobs like that. Oh my god, see, her name wasn't Sophie, I've got her name stuck in my head now, and now all that's going around my head is, hi, my name is Chicka Slim Shady. Let's move on. Your houses are expensive. And I know this is probably not all over the States, but in California, your houses started at like $1 million. Ben and I had this idea that we were going to move to the States and we were going to live there, because on the surface it was all sparkly and wonderful, and we were like, I'm going to live here, we're going to move here, look, there's a shop Ben can work at, I'll work in a thrift store, I'll work at Hot Topic. Oh my god, your thrift stores are amazing. Sorry, one thing at a time. And we were looking at houses. We weren't realistically going to move because honestly guys, I don't like the idea of Violet going to school and having to do school shooter training. That's something else I'll talk about. But we were in this Disney fantasy of we're gonna move to the States. And yeah, we looked at houses. We found like little ones that were $500,000. Now our houses here are very, very expensive. But I always thought that you got more for your money in America. And maybe you do, maybe it's just California. I know California is one of the more expensive states. We didn't choose to go there. It's where Ben's sister moved, so that's where we had to go. And everything was mega expensive. There was an open house next to where we were living. And we looked online and we looked at it, and it was like, all the houses are bungalows. So they're all one floor. And it had 3 bedrooms, probably twice the size of a standard UK bungalow, because our bungalows are quite small, and that's probably what the houses were like on this street. And we looked it up on prime location, and it was over $1 million. Honestly, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, this is not worth $1 million. So your houses are damn expensive. At least in California they are. And I know, California's expensive, but oh my god, that is very expensive. Your thrift stores. Your thrift stores are amazing! We had one day where we hit every thrift store in Nipomo, Santa Maria, Pismo, Grover Beach. Literally, we went to like at least 10 different thrift stores. And I got something in every single thrift store. We went to one near Pismo Beach where I kid you not, all the staff were wearing demonia boots. And I was like, I'm definitely going to find something in here. I've got a gorgeous black velvet jacket from that shop, and it was $5. I got some clothes from Hot Topic from this thrift store. Again, they were all like $4 or $5. Everything was so cheap. Violet got a little black and white stripy jacket with spikes on the shoulders. She's going through an Avril Lavigne thing at the moment, so that was perfect for, and it fit her perfectly. We got stuff in every thrift store. It was so cool. I always hear people when I do videos, and I'm like, shop in charity shops, because we call them charity shops. You'll always find something, and I will get so many goddamn comments. But our thrift shops are rubbish. You can't find anything. Again, I know I went to one place. We literally went in 10 thrift shops and I got something for each and every one of them. You have to use your imagination. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to walk into a thrift shop and find New Rocks or Killstar clothes. But you have to use your imagination. I got a plain black mesh top from one shop, and I am going to customize it. I'm going to put slits down it. I'm going to rip it. It was like $1. I got a girl I work with a really nice black velour dress. It had like lacing here, and it had bell sleeves, and it was gorgeous, and it was really plain and really normal looking. Well, it's kind of a little bit alternative, and it was $1, and I got that for her, and I was like, if you put this with a belt or a harness, it's gonna be popping. You just have to use your imagination, and I was surprised at how cheap everything was in your thrift stores as well. So I freaking love them. I would come back to California just to go to your thrift stores. I'm gonna get so much hate for that now. But you were in California where everything is so good and everything's amazing. Look, I'm just talking about the place we visited. Ben's sister, who we stayed with, Sam, she said that it never snows in that part of California. I can't imagine never having another snow day. One of mine and my daughter's favourite things to do is go out in the snow. Like, oh, is school closed today? It is, let's go and have a snow fight, let's go build a snowman. Do you wanna build a snowman? I'll make a penis out of snow. It made me really sad that my nieces are gonna grow up and never see snow. Okay, they just moved from Utah, which has loads of snow. But my little youngest niece is never gonna see snow as long as they stay in that part of California. And that made me really sad. And there's a part in True Blood where, I can't remember what his name is, Suki's brother was like, I ain't never seen snow. And that stuck with me because it's something we take for granted so much here, that we have sun in the summer, well, a couple of days of sun in the summer, and then we have snow in the winter. And I love the snow, and yeah, I can't imagine not having that. Oh, with the California weather. And not only would I miss the snow too much if we moved to California, because it's hot all year round, I am not shaving my legs 365 days a year. I barely do it in summer. I'm the type of person that I'll put ripped jeans on, I'll put the razor through the slash and just shave that little bit. I ain't shaving my whole legs if I don't have to. In California, they paint their electrical boxes. So we obviously have electrical boxes all around. They are kind of a foresty green. But in California, they paint them. And they are beautiful. So this is one that we took a picture of near where we were staying. For obvious reasons, Ben's a bit of a gamer. It just really brightened up the streets. And I think here we try to blend them in with the background, blend them in with the trees, but making them pop out and letting artists share their beautiful artwork with people, it really brightened up the streets. And Violet and I were like, oh, look at that one, that's got a unicorn on it, that one's got toast on it. Literally, they were so random. There was one, lots of them had animals, parrots, but there was one with toast or bread, and we were like, that's the best one. It was just so nice, something so simple that really just brightened up the streets, and I wish we would do that here because it was such a lovely idea. Okay, a really serious one now, really serious. Tootsie Roll Pops are the most disgusting thing I have ever ingested in my life, and I was with my ex for almost 8 years. They are disgusting. They are, honestly, guys, I cannot describe the taste. They tasted like mud. I can't describe the taste, but they tasted like mud. And it even said, like, imitation chocolate on the packaging. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, there's imitation chocolate. Is it supposed to be chocolate? It was, and my niece was sat there just going, this is delicious. It smelt disgusting. It tasted disgusting. If I was president, Tootsie Roll Pops would be banned. Because if I don't like them, you can't have them. That was disgusting. It was all part of the American experience to try all your food, and yeah, Tootsie Pops can go in the bin. So one of my nieces is 9, 10, and I asked her if she had, because I have to ask, I asked her if she had school shooting training at school, and she was so blasé about it, which I appreciate because I don't think kids should not understand the severity. They should. It's really difficult for me to wrap my head around. She was so blasé about it though. She was just like, yeah, and she talked me through the training. She's like, yeah, if there is a school shooter, we have to turn the lights off, shut the curtains, hide under our desks. And she said it as if I was saying to Ben, what do you want from the shops? I'm gonna go buy some chocolate. My heart sank. Because yes, 100% kids should know what to do in that situation. If it can save their lives, they should freaking know what to do. But at the same time, it breaks my heart that she does know what to do. I'm not, like, there is nothing stopping someone going into British schools and shooting them up. Please don't do that. I mean, it happened. There was a shooting right in Kesgrave, in the town over from where I live. A kid went on the school run and shot someone in the face. So I'm not saying these things don't happen here. They just very, very rarely happen. Of course, I would want my child to know what to do, but it broke my heart that she did know what to do, because Yes, we have fire training here, and she said they also have tornado training. Fire training and tornado training are acts of nature. They're an accident. They're an act of nature. A school shooting's not an accident. And, oh, mate, it just... Out of everything, that's probably the biggest thing that would stop me moving to America. I wouldn't have that sense of safety if I sent my child to school. And again, I'm not saying that it can't happen here. Of course it can. We have huge knife crime here. But I feel like my daughter is safe when I drop her off at school. And that might be a false sense of security, I don't know. Actually, when we got off the aeroplane, we got off at LAX and we drove all through LA and drove to Ben's sister's house. The day we were in LA, getting off the aeroplane, there was a mass shooting. And I had loads of you guys, and you know what? This wasn't on my list, and this is what I wanted to talk about. I actually only found out because loads of you guys messaged me on Instagram and you were like, you're in LA, are you safe? There's a mass shooting. And I had to Google it to see that there was a shooting because I didn't hear it anywhere. It wasn't on the news, it wasn't on Facebook. I get all my news from Facebook. It wasn't on Facebook, it was nowhere. That I was in this city, or in this town, I don't know what you call them, and there was a mass shooting going on, and I knew nothing about it. And that was terrifying, that I could potentially be driving into this shooting, and nowhere was there anything telling me that this was currently going on. And that was a little bit like, have Americans become so desensitized to these things that this is how it is? I mean, it's kind of like that in my town. I don't know about other people who live where I live, but when there's a stabbing in my town now, I'm not surprised. I'm like, another stabbing. And it's f***ed up that that's how it is, because they're not something that happens every so often now, or never happens, I should say. They're something that happens really regularly. And is that what it's like for mass shootings? Because that was terrifying. And that did open my eyes a bit more to I don't know, do you know what? I don't know. But the fact that I was in a place where a mass shooting was happening and it was nowhere. We turned the radio on and it wasn't on the radio. And I feel like that should be on the radio. Oh, I get so passionate about it. And then it wasn't until the next day that I read on, that then it popped up on the news that it was like, oh, mass shooting last night in LA, 5 dead, and wow. I wanted this to be a really nice video and it's turned into so much dark stuff. So let's have a funny one. I don't drive, but you can turn right on a red light. So if you're driving down a busy road, there's crossroads. If it's a red light, you stop, but you can turn right. That is right, isn't it? There's nothing stopping you turn. As long as there's no cars coming that way, it can be a red light and you can turn right. This messed Ben's brain up because he thought his sister was joking. And she was like, no, do it, turn right. Look, this car's in front, they're turning right. I don't drive, but Ben was like, this makes so much sense. Why do we not do this? Yeah, I don't know why we don't do that. Oh, maybe because we drive on the opposite side of the road, so turning right would, well, it could be turn left. I don't know. But I asked Ben what things shocked him the most. This was one thing he said. He's like, why don't we do this in the UK? Walmart is very expensive. The majority of everything was in bulk. You can buy boxes of 48 Pop-Tarts. I didn't know I needed I think it was 48. I didn't know I needed 48 Pop-Tarts in my life, but apparently I did. Massive tubs of cheese balls, huge tubes of cookie dough, which was so big I didn't actually finish. And I'm so disappointed in myself because I left it in the fridge. I didn't even bring it home with me. On the kind of size thing, let's talk paracetamol. So in the UK, you can only buy at a time. There's nothing stopping you going around different shops and buying more. But at one time, you can buy 32 individual paracetamol. They come in packs of 16 and you can buy 2 packs. Some people said in B&M you can buy 3 packs, but I haven't seen that, so I don't know. So at most, if you can buy 3, you can buy, what, 48 paracetamol. In Walmart, you can buy tubs of 1,000 paracetamol. So you can buy a pack of a thousand paracetamol. Who the f needs 1,000 painkillers? And I'm sure, I was talking to my patrons about this last night, and one was like, I've got a family with 5 kids, we will go through that. If you're going through 1,000 paracetamol, you need to go to the doctors, because there's something wrong. I mean, I get headaches every single day. I go through like 2 paracetamol a day. That would take me a very, 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 very long time to get through 1,000. It's just crazy how, yes, it will stop your pain, but probably indefinitely. It was just dangerous that you can go into one shop and buy that many paracetamol. Yeah, it was, all I could see was danger, danger, danger. And yeah, that was scary. The trains are double deckers. It's a double decker train. So we got to sit at the top of the double decker train, and that's how we could see the ocean so well. And I've never been on a double decker train before. We've been on the Eurotunnel, where you drive into it, and some of them are they're double decker, and you're in your car. But to actually sit on a train it was a very nice train, very clean and everything, and just be at the top. And our train home from LA got stopped because there was someone on the track. The train driver just said it so casually, sorry guys, sorry about the delay guys, we've just had a little accident, there's somebody on the track. I'm getting all my accents confused. But it was so blasé, and then we'll be on our way very soon. Please, thank you for your patience. Violet and I just looked at each other like, someone on the track. He said it like it was a very common occurrence. McDonald's sell cookies. I've seen the TikTok or the Vine video where this woman was shouting because there was no McDonald's cookies. Now I get it. Now I've had them. McDonald's cookies are the bomb. You can order a cookie tote. You get like a little box bag full of cookies, and they were so good. We had Pizza Hut. Your Pizza Hut wasn't as nice as ours, I'm sorry. It was nice, but it wasn't as good as ours. And they do a cookie bigger than my hand. I think you're supposed to share it, but I ate it all myself, and that was really good. Your roads are so wide, it took me 20 steps to get from one side to the other. Next time you cross a British road, just walk normally, and just like, what? And they're about 8 to 10 steps. I did it across the road from my house. They're about 8 to 10, so we'll go 9. We'll go 9 steps. The road opposite Ben's sister's house to get to the other side was 20 steps. You'd literally like 4 or 5 width cars along. It's unnecessary, isn't it? You don't need a road that wide. Chick-fil-A is the best restaurant that we went to. I have since found out that it's not a nice restaurant and you should not go to it. I didn't know that at the time, but oh my god, their waffle fries. I've been dreaming about their waffle fries. They are so delicious. So delicious and nutritious. Probably not nutritious, but delicious. And they did little pots of mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. It was chef's kiss. But what shocked me the absolute most about being in the States was that I did not run into Chris Motionless. I know he lives in Pennsylvania, and that's the opposite side of California, but I thought he would sense that I was getting close to him and he would hunt me down, but that just did not happen. So that was a bit heartbreaking. That was more heartbreaking than Wendy's. Chris, come on, man. Find me. I'm waiting. Okay, I think that is everything. I think I've gone down my list, ended up making 2 videos instead of 1 because I rabble on and I got so much stuff I wanted to talk about. Yeah, it was definitely a bigger shock than I thought it would be, and we had such an amazing time. I would 100% go back in a heartbeat. I would go back. Would I live there? Probably not. We were so excited when we were there to just experience everything, and we did look at jobs and we did look at houses, but it was the initial, this is heaven, this is everything we've ever wanted from a place to live. And then when you really cut into it, scrape down those layers, there is a lot of things that I would not like from a place that I lived. I mean, the fact that, I don't know what the abortion rule is in California, but the fact that I might get pregnant and not be able to do what with my body what I want is a huge factor. Yeah, the guns are a huge factor. I know California is a safer state, but there was a shooting when we were there, and the gun on the table in McDonald's from part 1. Yeah. And Trump. I don't want to be in the same place as Trump. There is a lot of good that we saw and we experienced, but I think I'm comfortable with the maybe the faux safeness of the UK, and I think I'll stick here for a while. I have 2 shout outs to do to Rebecca and Susie. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my little green and black stripy heart for being here to support me. It means the absolute world, and it's because of people like you that I'm able to continue to do what I love so much. So thank you so much. This is me and this is you guys. Savannah. But that is it, guys. That's everything that I can think of and that I wrote down of our things that shocked us from being on holiday. And we were only there for 2 weeks. This is a lot for 2 weeks. But I hope you enjoyed this. I would love to hear your experiences. Is anything that I said, is it different in your state? Have you been to the UK from the US and what shocked you, and vice versa? Have you been anywhere and other cultures and other normal things from that place you went shocked you? Let me know. But that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my US things that surprised me. Much love, boobs. Take care of yourself, and most of all, stay weird. Stay weird and thrift.